Lessons in Raising Kids, A Mother's Silent Struggles, Part 2.
Anna's quiet struggle. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the house as Anna sat by the window, rocking little Lily to sleep. Her daughter's tiny fingers clutched at her mother's sari, her peaceful face a world away from the tensions that simmered in the family. Hrithik, Anna's husband, adored their daughter. He ensured Lily had everything she needed, from soft blankets to the sweetest toys. His love for her was pure and unwavering. But the house held an unspoken truth. Anna's mother-in-law's arms were rarely free of the grandson, who was always perched on her lap. His every smile and every laugh was met with cheers and adoration. Anna watched silently as the family poured their love and attention into him, their affection forming an invisible wall that Lily could never breach. As the children grew, the grandson became the heart of the family, his cheerful nature pulling everyone closer. He was adored by all, while Lily sought her comfort in the arms of Anna and Hrithik. It wasn't jealousy that brewed in Anna's heart. It was a quiet ache for her daughter, who would never know the same warmth from the family. The disparity wasn't lost on Anna, but she kept her feelings buried. There were moments when the grandson's parents, despite all the attention their son received, would complain loudly that the family didn't care enough for him. Their words cut through Anna like a blade. She couldn't understand how they could claim neglect when their child was the center of the family's world. One evening, as Anna sat in the corner of the room, she overheard yet another complaint. The boy's parents, with exaggerated voices, insisted the family wasn't doing enough for their son. Anna's heart burned with quiet frustration. How could they think this? What more could they want, she thought. Their words seemed calculated, a strategy to draw even more attention to themselves and their child. Later that night, Anna shared her thoughts with Hrithik. She explained how she saw through their tactics, how they played the family like a game of chess, always ensuring they were the center of everything. But Hrithik brushed her words aside, his voice calm but firm. "You're misunderstanding," he said. "No one in this house behaves that way." "Why would you think so?" Anna felt her chest tighten. It wasn't the first time he had dismissed her concerns. Every time she spoke, Hrithik would look at her as if she was the one causing a rift. He couldn't see the truth that was so clear to Anna, and it left her feeling more alone than ever. She stopped trying to explain. Instead, she turned inward, seeking comfort in her quiet resolve. The house no longer felt like a home to her. It was a place of comparison and silent judgment, a place where Lily would never know the same acceptance as her cousin. In the stillness of the night, Anna stared out the window, cradling Lily close to her chest. Her thoughts drifted to a dream she had long buried, a life in a small, cozy house with Hrithik and Lily, a home filled with laughter and love, free of comparisons and heavy hearts. She whispered to her sleeping daughter, "One day, my little princess, we'll have a place where love is simple and true, a place where you are the center of my world, just as you are now." As she sat there, her resolve grew stronger. Anna might not be able to change the dynamics of the family, but she could create a life for herself and Lily, one filled with love, peace, and the happiness they both deserved. Anna's stand for Lily. Anna stood by the doorway, watching as Lily and Saran played together, their giggles filling the air. The two children, despite their differences, shared an unbreakable bond. They played, fought, and laughed like siblings, and Anna couldn't help but smile at the sight. but beneath her smile lay a growing concern. Saran, being the eldest and the family's first favorite, often received special treatment. His parents frequently took him for bike rides, an activity he had become addicted to. Whenever the sound of a bike engine roared, Saran would rush forward, crying and demanding his turn. Lately, Lily had started mimicking this behavior, crying and begging to join in. Anna noticed the shift in her daughter. Lily, who once waved her father off with a cheerful smile as he left for work, now sobbed and clung to her. It troubled Anna deeply. She didn't want her daughter to grow up with such habits, where every goodbye turned into tears and every bike ride turned into a demand. One evening, after watching the chaos unfold yet again, Anna approached her mother-in-law. She spoke calmly but firmly. If we let this continue, they'll never adapt to a peaceful routine. Every time the bike starts, they'll fight and cry for their turn. Is this necessary? I'm not saying it's wrong to take them for rides, but this habit will only lead to bigger problems in the future. Her words were met with silence. Despite Anna's warnings, the family didn't change their ways. Each day, the children cried for their turns, and the house was filled with tears and arguments. One morning, as the commotion reached its peak, Anna's frustration boiled over. She turned to her mother-in-law, her voice firm yet pained. "Can you see what's happening? They're crying every day, fighting over something so small. Look at Saran. He cries every time his parents leave for work. I don't want Lily to grow up like this. I didn't raise her to cry over every little thing." Her words echoed through the house, and the family fell silent. But rather than understanding Anna's concern, they misunderstood her intentions. Saran's parents were angry, seeing Anna's words as criticism rather than care. The tension grew, and the family began to distance themselves from Anna. Anna's heart ached. She had spoken up not for herself, but for the well-being of the children and the peace of the family. Yet, her words were twisted, and she found herself isolated. She realized, with a heavy heart, that being genuine and loyal often left one alone in a world that favored those who played safe games. Sitting by the window with Lily on her lap, Anna whispered, "These aren't just stories. This is the reality of every woman who tries to stand up for what's right. We have only one life, my little one, and I'll live mine as I wish, true to my heart, even if it means standing alone." Her words weren't just a reflection of her pain, but a promise to herself and her daughter, a vow to remain strong, no matter how the world responded.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more life stories. Thanks again.